up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday. Sometimes I think I see something around in the tent, so if you see me get distracted really quick, that's probably why. Back at it. We got some stuff to do today, you guys. On Sunday, you guys were with me. If you hung out, we germinated some, well, they've sprouted, and it's time to get them in the grow tower. What's up, Zero to Hero? Propagation day for you. What are you propagating? It is going to be a full day here. I have work to do, and I've got some new things to show you guys, some new additions to the grow tent, which I'm really excited about. For those of you that joined my live in the recent last week or whatever, I've had challenges with my internet. What's up, Gardening for Trichomes? So I thank you guys for bearing with me. I had challenges with the connection in the grow, and my videos and my lives specifically have been lagging. But guess what? We got an access point in the grow tent. I'll show you guys. This is the newest addition to the grow tent. We got an access point. Its temporary home is right there. So hopefully the quality will be better and just make viewing a little bit more enjoyable for you guys. So what's up? How's everybody doing today? Per usual, gonna get a little geared up, and I've got some other stuff to show you before we get into it. I got myself a nice little toy. Well, it's not really a toy, it's more of an accessory for the grow tent. Just get geared up here, just because we're going to be touching plants and such. But I'm really excited. It's actually right behind me. Oh, cool. Gardening for Trichomes, watching YouTube at work. Sounds like you've got a fun job. All right, I'm going to show you guys what I got. Hang on one sec. Check it out. You've probably seen these on Instagram. I've seen them on Instagram and online everywhere. This is called a kneeler. Sometimes I do have to work lower to the ground, and because this tent is in my basement, the basement floor is it's not a finished basement, so it's really hard. It's concrete, so this little baby is gonna keep me comfortable. Woo! Keyboard for the win. So like this way is a seat, and then I can actually flip it and use it as a kneeler. It's padded so that your knees don't hurt when gardening, and also whenever I do my lives, if I get tired, I can just chill out and have a seat. So the lives are about to get a whole lot longer, you guys, now that I have somewhere to sit. What's up, Finding Keepers? Thanks for tuning in. How's everybody doing today? I'm just showing off my new goodies, and then little kneeler came with a fun bag. Vibor is awesome, guys. They've got some really great products and tools. That's also where I have my water storage barrel from and my water distiller from. Love Vibor. We are a Vibor household here. Got a lot of their stuff, so shout out. And no, it's not sponsored. I actually bought that on the website, but it's so awesome. And then I was just talking about the crappy pruners that I have that I love and I need more of. So I got a fun package from Simbus Organics the other day, and check it out, you guys. We leveled up. I don't know if these are actually for trimming cannabis, but I don't know. They're gonna be awesome for harvesting, whatever. So I'm really excited about these. Gonna start to use them soon. Got to get them cleaned up and ready to go. Mechanic stools are great. Wheels and a little tool storage. Oh, that is actually a great point. Mechanic stools are probably great for a grow tent, especially because they're on wheels, and I've been bragging about how everything in the grow tent is wheels. But yes, hopefully today's video, when I take you guys around the grow tent just for a recap of what's up and what's going on, hopefully the quality's a little better. You guys let me know, give me your feedback. I rely on you. So if the viewing experience was better today, you're welcome. All right, so let's get to it. I'm going to show you guys what is new. So I'm going to show you the seedlings last, but as per usual, taking you just around a little walk just to show you guys what's up. We've got the orange tower here, and the romaine is popping. Got the first true leaf on our watermelon. So yesterday I showed you guys it was just starting to unfurl. So now here we've got some nice roots. And I apologize if this isn't interest to you guys. I just get very excited, and it's also for me just to recap in my mind what I've done and what I need to do. Thanks, Finding Keepers. Thank you for your feedback. These are the flower plants that we did last weekend. You can see that they've grown quite a bit. We've got another one here. And then that's our zinnia. We've got some sage. We've got a bunch of stuff here that I didn't label, so we will find out soon what it is. I think that's basil. But yeah, I'm excited to be surprised, you guys. It'll be sweet. All right, and then obviously these are our flowers. Yesterday, I took some time to prune this one for some proper circulation, and it looks like we're gonna have a bud emerging anytime now. But yeah, they are looking great. Whoever suggests change the watering frequency, thank you. My plants are thanking me for it. These are zinnia starts. We're also going to be starting some new seeds today. These are the purple version of what I wanted, but I know this morning that I actually had another seed packet that's the peach that we never germinated. So I'm going to do that today. Maybe I'll do it with you guys on the live if you're interested in hanging out longer. And these are our pet plants. They were starting to get yellow, but now they're bouncing back and they're getting a nice deep green and developing into a nice size. Happy with the results, and the roots are looking good. We got some flowering starting to happen. I've been pinching off any flowers, but now I'm gonna let them continue to develop. There they are. And that's it, you guys. That's it for the peppers. Tomatoes are looking great. Finding Keepers. I took your advice yesterday off the live, or after the live, sorry, after I got off the live, and I decided to prune a lot more. So now they're not bare, but they pretty much don't have any stems that don't serve them. So nothing is really overlapping or getting in each other's way, and everything is looking good. 0 to hero. Hey, sorry, just getting back to my keyboard. I'm propagating cottonwood trees. Ooh, sounds great. They planted some Japanese cherry blossoms in my neighborhood, and kind of want to try to propagate those. I know it probably is illegal because it's belongs to the city, but there's tons of runners coming out of the ground, so I was like, maybe I should go at nighttime and cut it and then plant it in a grow tent. Can you imagine a Japanese cherry blossom in the grow tent? I don't think would work. Well, maybe it would actually, never say never, but I would probably try it outside. This one I'm excited about. All right, I actually might harvest some while we're on this live because girls gotta eat, you know? And check out that romaine. It's actually starting to really develop into a nice size, like store-bought lettuce. And then we've got our little parsley here that's really starting to come along. And I've got my dinosaur kale, my Jacinto kale. And it's looking really good, you guys. This, once it starts growing, it just takes off. So I don't think they'd mind if you took one. That makes me feel better because I probably will take one and I'm not going to feel bad about it. The city has enough money. Anyways, and then we've got cucumbers, which we pollinated. They're doing great. And that's it, you guys. The tomatoes, I just posted a short about the update of how these roots are doing. And oh my gosh, in the last couple days they've grown like crazy. We've got one in the foam collar, and then one here, well, two here actually. But yeah, those are that we cloned in the tower, and they are just doing so well, thriving. And then I'm going to show you guys the seeds. These are the seeds that we germinated together 2 days ago, or Sunday. Honestly, I don't remember, but check that out. We were looking at the difference between the white sponges, right? So these are the white sponges, and these are the black sponges. So I think it's safe to say, even though we've only tried it one time, we're gonna germinate some more of a different variety today, but even though we've only tried it once, I think it's safe to say that the black sponges may actually be more effective for germinating than the white ones. And the reason why I think so is because, look at this. I thought, so before I went on the live, I thought, you know what, let me check these roots to see if there's something we could do together on the live, if they're ready. And oh yeah, they're ready. Look at that. You remember the white sponge? I had to find seedlings that had a long enough root to even transfer, and some of them I had to risk it. These guys, they are ready to go. Look at that. So black sponges for the win. Again, I sliced them in half, and they are awesome. I love them. So these are the ones that we are going to work on transplanting today. We're going to get them into the orange tower since our buckets are full right now, and I don't want to fire up the second system because I've got space in the tower, so there's no need. Lawn crew gonna come along and use a trimmer and cut it anyway. True. So I will be the lawn crew for them, and I will trim a piece, and maybe I should try it in the bucket system. That would be pretty cool. All right, so let's get to it. I'm gonna get geared up because, again, queen of wiping my hand in my pants, and yeah, I'm gonna get geared up with my GH apron here, and we're gonna get seeds in the grow tower, these seedlings in the grow tower, and I'm actually really impressed to see how quickly they sprouted in the black. Oh, actually, we should do a comparison because we did one tray paper towel and one tray in the black sponge. So I'm going to pull both out. We're going to take a look, and we're going to see which one germinated faster, which method is more effective, and if there's anything else we could have done differently. So I'm just going to go grab these trays here. And, oh, you guys, I keep messing up on YouTube Live. Honestly. Look at that. Did you guys see that? Just cleaning up my mess. All right. I dropped the tray. We got it back. Everything is intact. So I'm just going to grab the sponge tray, and we're going to do a little comparison here. All right. Let us see what we've got growing on. What's up, Les? Thank you for joining Finding Keepers. Yeah, I hardly looking professional, dropping seedling all over the place. Yes, gardening for trichomes. That is true, but it happens a little too often with me. All right, so this is our, I'm just gonna actually put you guys in the tripod. Hang tight for a second. All right, so these are the ones that we germinated in the black sponge. The zinnias have sprouted. The parsley takes longer. So I think we need more time for the parsley. I know I shouldn't be opening up sponges when the seed is trying to germinate, but I'm the most impatient person you'll meet. And so F it, we're gonna do it anyways. All right, none of these have germinated. I'm gonna leave them alone, but most of the flower seedlings have already germinated. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So out of those, It looks like we have 8 of them that germinated or sprouted, which is very exciting. And then let's check out the paper towel to see what we have here. All right, so these ones, okay, not all of them sprouted, but how many seeds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And out of 13, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that sprouted. Okay, so kind of similar. Maybe they're just good seeds. I don't know if you guys can see there, but look at that root hanging out right there. You guys see that? So yeah, these, I guess they're good seeds. Maybe because the other varieties that I germinated were from different suppliers, so maybe they're just really good seeds, eager to sprout. Okay, so I am going to go get some net pots, and we are going to begin transplanting into the grow tower. We also are going to be filling the green grow tower today. I don't know if you can hear it whirring. Sometimes when it gets low, the pump starts to make a little bit of a sound. So we're going to get that filled up. All right, I'm going to go get some net pots. I just grab them out of the orange tower. I'm actually going to use a lid to carry them on. Wouldn't it be so cool if my entire grow tower was just filled with flowers? Probably not to you guys, but to me it would. All right, so I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you some of these as we transplant them into the foam collars. Again, this is just a seasonal thing. Normally, it's all about the food, but the season is upon us, and I am trying to get a head start. Yeah, it'd be so cool. I want a tower just full of flowers. Oh, that's okay, Omar, but you can't be nice. You're gonna get a timeout, and I'm very quick to give people a timeout. So people gotta be nice. This is a positive space. Okay, so this is our seedling that we germinated, or we did, what was it, on Sunday? So what is that, 4 days ago? 4 days ago, wow. And what I love about the black sponge is, for some reason, the root is just going right down. It doesn't even grow into the sponge. So I don't know if that's because they're just not super mature yet, but check this out here. Look at that root. It's just a little seedling, and it already is so long. So I don't even need to question whether this is going to fit in the foam collar or not, because we already know. So I'm just going to get this in the foam collar. And that's it. This is going to be an easy one to do. Easy seedlings to transfer, because they're just so one root, a long root, and that's it. They're gonna grow very quickly. Look at that. I'm very excited about that. So yeah, and then you know what? I feel like I'm running late too, because I should be getting these in the ground already, or be prepared to get them in the ground this weekend, but I'm totally not. I do have to harden them off, which means leaving them outside, letting them acclimate to the weather before transplanting them in their forever home outside. But here we've got the second one, and they're all pretty consistent with the roots. Even this little guy here, I'll just take you through a quick show of all of them. The root looks like a rat tail. Yeah, it actually does, but I'm not complaining, because it's gonna be super easy to transplant. What's up, Vincent? Good afternoon. Thank you for joining. So we got a little root on this one, which is unusual. But this one is the one I really wanted to show you guys. Look at that. In 4 days. Isn't that crazy? From seed to this in 4 days. So I don't know if it's the black sponges or the seeds. We are going to try other stuff. I know parsley takes a while, so it's difficult to compare with parsley, but I'm going to try germinating maybe some lettuce items and some other herbs and stuff that sprout faster to see what is the most effective. Those of you watching, if you grow, do you start your plants from seed? And if so, what medium do you use for germination? I'd be really interested to know. I'm still in a phase right now where I don't have a favorite method. I am using a bunch of different ones just to see what feels like it works the best, but there's really no right answer. There's no one method that works the best. I keep going back and forth. I've got the square sponges, I've got the round sponges, and then I've got different colors, black or white. So I like the black though. It also looks clean, like it just looks nice, looks sharp. All right, you guys back around, and we are going to do more transplanting. Now that I'm actually pulling the net pots out of the tower, I didn't realize, but I'm actually almost out of room in both the green tower and the orange tower. I only have a few spots left, and I have a lot more to plant. So, oh my gosh, guys, did you see how easy that was? If you guys have been watching my lives, it's been so complicated transplanting. This is so easy. The root didn't even grow into the sponge, went straight down. So maybe it's looking for light, and down was the best way for it to go. But this is going to be perfect. Less handling of the seedlings is always best. Yes, that is true. I want to get to a point where I just start the seed somehow, like in this sponge, and then these sponges fit in these net pots, right? So then I can just stick that in the tower and it'll just sprout in the tower. That would be really cool. The reason why I don't keep the foam collars for putting in the net pot is because they get too wet and oversaturated, and then you get the algae growth, and it's just not ideal. Okay, I spoke too soon. I said the root doesn't grow into the sponge, but lo and behold, it does a little bit. So we're gonna have to try to pull this one out, but the root does look thicker, so it might not be so difficult to take out. Yeah, hit that like button, y'all. Thank you so much, Gardening Trichomes. You are a great hype man. What's up, Ray Cassis? Thank you for joining, you guys. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. A seamless removal. And watch, now's gonna be when I break it. I'm the worst, man. When people are watching me, I just have a knack for effing up. Tear the sponge around, Gardening for Trichome says. Nah, I'm gonna be ambitious. Look at that. I did it. I did it, you guys. All right, look at that. I'm actually very impressed with these seedlings. I did water them. Unlike the others, I watered these with hydrogen, a drop of hydrogen peroxide in the water, as well as some 7-4-10 grow from hydroponics. And that seems to expedite the seedling growth. Is that typically the SOP? I'm blanking right now. What is SOP short for? Is that typically the SOP for aeroponics? Well, once I know what SOP is, I will be able to answer. All right, so we've got another one right here. Okay, this one is great. Again, it is not in the sponge. Oh my gosh, guys, this is just too easy. Too easy. But somehow I'm still gonna mess it up. Standard of practice. To be honest, I don't have a standard of practice yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying a bunch of other stuff to see what works best to create a standard for myself. So I kind of, I don't know, figure it out as I go, I guess. Thank you, Gardening for Trichomes, and thank you, Finding Keepers. You guys keep me learning, honestly. Standard of practice. Why have I never heard that? It sounds like a very SOP. I should have known that, I feel like. All right. There we go. So now we're going to get that into the net pot. Standard operating procedure. Ooh. Which one is it, you guys? We're going to have a little debate in the chat. Oh, okay. All right. Standard of practice, standard operating practice, standard operating procedure, a bunch of different ones, but you guys can let me know which one you think I should call it. All right, so we got another one here. I can't believe how big they're getting, you guys. So these are the purple zinnias. I'm actually going to go show you the seed packet. I don't know, don't listen to me. I'm listening to all of you guys. All of you guys are helping me learn, so please feel free to comment, give me tips, pointers, anything. This is an open forum. You guys can give me any you want. I'm all ears. All right, I'm gonna just quickly show you guys what seeds these are. So these are these bright colored ones. They're gonna be those purple ones in there. And right now we're gonna germinate the peach as well. Pretty much all meant the same thing, exactly. What's up, Propile? Thank you for joining. Thank you, Les. That seems to be the general consensus of what everybody says. So I learned something new today from you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, we have our other one here. So yeah, I think we have 15 new seedlings to go in the tower, which is a lot actually. I'm starting to just forget what's in the tower, and in the mornings when I come and check in on stuff, I forget that I have stuff growing, and I'm like, oh yeah, when did I plant this? And what is it? All right. Surprises are fun though. So again, yet another one. Maybe it's the way I place the seed. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to place the seed, but we're gonna see if we can do this without breaking. I might have to take Gardening for Trichomes advice on this one and just kind of break up the sponge. Do I keep a journal? Do I keep a journal of the stuff I do in the tent? Kind of, like I have videos, like personal videos for myself, just to document everything that's going on. It's just they get lost in all my other videos on my phone, and so I never really go back to it to recall what I had done the day prior. But yes, absolutely, keeping a journal would be great. I do have a blog on my website that I initially intended for it to be a journal, but between YouTube and Instagram and life and the garden, it's just a lot right now. So I'll get there eventually. But there we go, little sponge with it, but that's okay. And we've got our nice healthy seed. It's gonna be in the tower short term, so even though I'm running out of space, I'm not too concerned. I will be clearing out all the flower plants and replacing it with some salad items. Hopefully I'll get my strawberries growing. Strawberries take time for me. I don't know why. It's they're off to a slow start, but once they start to take off flower, then it's a pretty quick process. Standard of practice refers to a model of established practice that is commonly accepted as correct. Yeah, so it's like best practice or whatever. It can also refer to a set of instructions or performing operations or functions. Where will it go after the tower? Well, if it wasn't pouring rain outside right now, I'd actually take you guys to the backyard, maybe on tomorrow's live. But I will take you guys on the live when I transplant them outside. They're going to be going into my backyard. I dug up a big flower bed last year. It was 6 feet, 10 feet, and then this year I made myself a little foundation for it, and I raised the bed, and so we're gonna get some more dirt, and then we're just gonna have flowers everywhere, you guys. All right, so this root here was a little bit shorter than the rest of them. The other ones were so easy. Well, this one was easy as well, but I don't know if you guys remember when we did this on the weekend. It was trickier for sure. Saturday we did it, and we transferred like 20 of them, and I don't know, it took quite a time. I know I was busy talking, but all right. There we go. So that's 5 that we've got so far. I don't have luck with germinating strawberries. Neither do I, you guys. I struggle so much with the strawberry seeds because they're so small, and I have the challenge of overwatering, underwatering, and it's not easy. So right now I have some in the sponge. I think one of them may have sprouted, but then again, every time they sprout, somehow either I move the lid, a droplet of water falls onto the leaf, the one leaf that sprouted, and then it burns under the light, and then I kill my seedlings. So I have not had any luck with strawberries. My hope is just to propagate off of the one that I got when it gets mature enough. We're going to take a look at it in one second. I keep a calendar and quick notes on what I did that day in the garden. Actually, I do have, it's not really a journal because every week, but I have a big whiteboard outside of the grow tent, and I just take note what I've done. I was thinking about bringing it into the grow tent, but as you guys know, we had conversations the other day about bringing stuff from outside in, and even though the whiteboard it's inside, it's in my basement, I don't know, sometimes there's spiders in the basement or other stuff, and I don't want to bring that into the grow tent. I'm nervous. I don't know if you guys know from Instagram, Flower Fox Farms. She's a great cultivator and grower, but she showed a reel recently that she had a spider in her grow tent, and it laid eggs or had a nest or something, and she had like hundreds of spiders in her tent, which is wild to me, and I definitely don't want that. I have strawberries outside on their 4th year. They should produce very well. Yeah, I have strawberries outside too. I wonder if we'll have more luck. Honestly, I did that. I sprinkled, well, it wasn't sprinkled. I threw decomposing strawberries into a planter outside, which I mentioned, I think, over the weekend. And they sprouted, and now I have a planter box with strawberries that never seem to go brown. Like, even through the winter, once the snow melts, the leaves are still green. So I don't know if they overwinter well, but I think they're still alive, and I think I'll probably end up getting fruit. The only thing is the soil is garbage, so I don't know how good the fruit will be, but hey, if it grows, right? Quick alcohol wipe and all good. Alcohol wipe is it for the, I don't know, let me know. Sorry, short-term memory. Mr. Gans, what's up? Thank you for joining. Half of indoor gardening is clean. Oh, yes, I know, totally. I wipe down everything every day. I vacuum the tent. For the spiders, alcohol wipe. But what if they crawl all over the place? You know what I mean? So I just wouldn't want to have to deal with that. I'm very paranoid, and it's probably a little extra, but whatever. All right, so we've got another one here. It's kind of, yes, when I bring stuff into the grow room, I typically wipe it down. Obviously, all this stuff came from somewhere, right? So it had to have a good wipe down. It's just I try to limit. Plus, if I show you guys the size of the whiteboard, you'll understand. It's massive. All right. I'll try to get this out here gently. Yeah, guys, smash that like button. I appreciate you guys for hanging out and watching. I hope the quality is better for you guys today. For those of you that just joined, I got an access point in the grow tent, which is exciting. So I should have better connection, and the video shouldn't be lagging. If it does, I'm sorry. All right, get that. I should get the tweezers. Ay, 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 I'm not very coordinated today. There are days where I just kill it in the grow tent, and other days I drop things, break things. All depends on the day. All right. Cool. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna get some of these in the tower, and we're gonna go check out our strawberry plant as well. I just want to show you guys, maybe you guys have some tips to make it grow faster. I was gonna start giving it some bloom fertilizer, but it's too young still. It's still a seedling, which is crazy because it actually went in the grow tower at the same time as all the lettuce did. So why use the tower over using the boxes? Because I have space in the tower a little bit, and the bucket system, all these buckets are tethered together. I can separate them and decouple a few of them, but I would have to run this whole system just for a few plants. And also for the strawberries specifically, they're gonna go in that yellow tower. There was kind of like a vision behind it, like a bright yellow tower with vibrant red strawberries growing. I think it'll be really aesthetically, it'll be very catching. And I know it's, you know, what's best for the plants, but I don't know. I think it'll work out, and I think they'll be happy in the tower. But they might also be happy in the buckets. I don't know. The thing that I like about the tower is, I don't know if you guys know, but strawberries grow they vine, runners, and then you can propagate those runners. So if you take the runner at the node and you just stick it in hydroclay or a foam collar, it'll actually root, and then you clip it. And so the beauty of the tower is that the ports are so close to each other that I can actually take the runner, pop it in this foam collar here, and then when it roots, take another and pop it in the next one. And so because they're not too close to each other, but close enough that I feel like it's going to be a really good operation, so to speak. So here is our strawberry plant. She's doing okay. The roots weren't off to the greatest start. Where are they? Oh, they're kind of up here. A little bit entangled, but yeah, she looks okay. I don't know. I've had strawberries growing before and usually do better by this point, so I'm not really sure what the issue is. So what I did was I actually thought it would do better in the foam collar. It was initially in hydroclay. I took it out of the clay, put it in the foam collar, and then it was like suffocating the poor little stems, because as you can see, the stems are so frail. So I put it back in the hydroclay. I actually had two of them and one didn't make it, and I haven't even cleaned it out of the tower yet, so I will show you guys that one. Where do I live where everything needs to be controlled hydroponically like this? You guys probably think I live in like Alaska or something. No, I live in just outside of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and it's not that I get very sunshine, it's that the summer months are so short, and I'm looking to grow as much of my own food as I can to avoid going to the grocery store if I can help it. So produce items and things like that, I'd like to be able to grow myself, and I can't do it in the summer. I can't do it for the whole year in just one summer. Everything would go bad. It's not possible. So for me to be able to do this all year round, that's where the tent is at. Might grab some off of someone's plant. Yes. Hey George, what's up? Same thing, Alaska equals Toronto. I mean, pretty much. It's pretty cold here. Fort Laramie strawberries are nice. They bear fruit 3 times during the season. Oh, nice. I've heard that with aeroponics, Albion strawberries are actually the way to go. So I'll just show you guys. I have not cleaned this out yet of my grow tower because I was hopeful that it would bounce back. Sometimes with aeroponics, you just leave it and it comes back. So this was the strawberry plant, and I don't know if it was the foam collar or something else, but it didn't make it. So I'm glad I put the other one in hydroclay quickly enough so that we were able to salvage that one. Are we growing the fresh tobacco? No, we are growing food, but here we've got the salad tower for those of you that just joined, and then we've got some produce, some veggies, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and some more salad. It's a serious setup. What lights do you use? Well, the lights above the buckets are the Spider Farmer full spectrum LED light bars. These ones are just, they came with the tower. They are full spectrum LED light bars. They're just a standard 2-foot light bar. I think it's 2 feet. There's 2 of them per section, and there's 6 sections of lights. Oh, French tobacco. I thought you said fresh tobacco. French tobacco. I don't know what French tobacco is. Is that also what you guys call the devil's lettuce? All right. We are going to do our last one and get the rest of them in the tower. And then we've got some, I think we've got some basil that's ready to go in the tower. So we'll check that out too. And of course, whenever we transplant seeds, we've got to germinate more. Okay, this one I don't even have to struggle to take it out. It's just flying out of the sponge. So that makes my life easier. Well, that was so easy and great. I was expecting this to take much longer, but maybe you guys are just sending me some good vibes today. Every time I germinate plants on a live, seem to be super successful. So maybe that is the key to my success. All right. It's illegal in Canada to grow your own tobacco. Is it? I didn't know that. I had no idea. All right, so we've got a few more here. I'll take you guys with me. Get them in the grow tower. I don't even remember where the empty plant pots are. All right, so yeah, there's 80 plant pots in this tower, which is pretty cool. As long as they're not, or they don't have crazy root systems, then you can fit 80 plants. I've had it before where I grow kale and the root system's massive and it just takes over the whole thing. So you got to be careful. It depends on what you're doing. Although I did grow a few years ago. Oh, nice. Put sheets over plants. You can buy seeds very easily. West Coast Seeds sell them based in BC. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even know. I guess, yeah, I guess people grow tobacco, but is that a thing that people grow as a hobby? I don't know. All right, so we've got the parsley that still has to finish germinating or sprouting or whatever you call it. So we are going to, actually, we're going to keep these sponges. Take the little hull out and use them to germinate the new seeds. And then we're going to check our paper towel ones to see if anything else needs to be transferred from there. Again, for those of you that just got here, we germinated seeds on Sunday, some in sponges and some in paper towel. And the goal is to see which one works faster or more effectively. So I'm just going to put this back here. All right. All right. So thank you guys to whoever's watching and for joining today. We are just transplanting seeds and our seedlings. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a close look. I'm also going to check to see if any of the parsley has germinated. I'm curious to see. Parsley takes a while, and I germinated like 50 seeds, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's check it out here. Maybe they just need more time, guys. Nothing has sprouted yet. I mean, usually it takes a couple weeks. I'm just a very impatient person. I'm growing for me and catnip for my cats in my tents, but I'm interested in how you grow food in tents. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I smoke trees. That's funny. Morning MF clone. Thank you for joining. All right, so we've got this seedling here. It's ready to be transferred. So I'm just gonna gently try to get it out of the paper towel. You know what, guys? I think it's the seeds. I think yes, I think sponge is more effective, especially the black ones. I've used the white ones, and I think it's safe to say the black ones are more effective. But I also think it's just the seeds because I can see the stem and the root. Maybe it's because I watered them with fertilizer so early, but they're definitely a different, I don't know, they're just completely different than the other seedlings that we transferred on Saturday. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but the tower's making sounds, so we are gonna have to fill that in a couple minutes. Get some nutrients in there and get that lettuce even bigger. All right, so there we go. Cool. Get that in the net pot and get that in the tower. Man, Finding Keepers, now you're gonna get that song stuck in my head. I should play music in the background, keep you guys a little entertained, if I get quiet or whatever. You gotta fight for right. All right, too small, I'm gonna leave it in there. And check out this one. All right. You like the birds chirping? Oh, I did that in my last couple of videos. I had Alexa, play bird songs.
Playing bird music on Amazon Music.
There you go, guys. Birds. Apparently it's supposed to be amazing for plants. I think Les actually informed me of that, right? That something in the birds' frequencies makes plants uptake nutrients better or something to that effect. All right, I don't know if this is gonna work out, guys. I don't know if you guys are watching, but what a disaster. All right, I think it'll be okay. We got a little root sticking out there. I just turned your Alexa. Haha, that's funny. I've had that before, where like it's on TV and it turns mine on. All right. Oh, I think I see one more. Yeah, this guy's ready. Ready to go. True Leaf Market has super good seeds. I've never heard of them. Are they an American company or Canadian? I'll check them out. Oh, I like to support local. I try to support local farms or whatever when I purchase seeds. All right, got that one out. And get it in the foam collar. This week just flew by, guys, and before I know it, I'm gonna have a nice harvest, which I can't wait. I'm so excited to see my pepper plants because some of them I've never grown before, so I'm really excited for all the different colors. All right, there we go. There we go. I hope I'm able to differentiate which ones are the flower plants from herbs. I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff outside that I didn't intend on planting outside. All right, so we've got a few more here. I don't even know how many that was, guys. I'm not even really paying attention. I just too busy chatting you guys up. All right, just take you guys with me here. All right, I'm missing a net pot. I mean, ever since I told you guys about my strawberry plant, I swear a new leaf is unfurling. That wasn't there before, or maybe it was, but I didn't see it. But I swear, as soon as I showed it to you guys, she got a little love, and now she's showing off. Cool. I'm excited. I hope it works out. I don't know how it works with pollinating strawberries. Are they self-pollinating? You guys let me know if you guys know. Alive and loving it. Yes. Mark the Music Man, we've got bird songs playing today. So it's nature's music for the plants and for you guys. Apparently it's relaxing for humans too. All right, so we're gonna put these back, and then we've got some herbs. I'm gonna grab the other tray. All right, I'm missing a lid here. All right, so we've got a few different things. We might have some lettuce. We might have some herbs. All right. Cool. I'm gonna show you guys what's going on here. Look at the gay lady. I hope you mean happy gay, because yes, I'm very happy. Gay, not so much. Here. We've got this basil. I think that'll be ready. I'm not so sure, but we will try it. All right, we're gonna get those into the foam collars. Again, with this system, the faster you get it into the collar, the faster it grows. So we are going to get our foam collar. I don't know where I put my tweezers. All right. I just started a new cannabis grow. Awesome, good for you. I don't know anything about growing that, but I plan to learn one day. I just want to learn how to grow everything. After watching this, I am hooked. I'm definitely starting something similar. Cool. I'm so happy you joined. Thank you so much. To be honest with you, I'm hooked too. I can't get enough. I spend most time in here. Any free moment I have. There's just something so relaxing, transformative. I don't know. It elevates you as a person when you get into growing. I swear. For those of you that don't grow, you totally should start. Even if you don't have the space, just get a pot of dirt and just grow any plant you want. All right, just gonna use this spray bottle here. Try to loosen up the root. I'll flip you guys around and give you guys a closer look so you can see what I'm doing. But right now we're transferring some basil into the grow tower. So this is a okay sized root. Hopefully I don't break it. I'm just gonna, so sometimes I use a bit of water to help just loosen the root. If you guys watch my lives when I do my transplanting, then you know. Oh no, I just broke it. Damn it. Well, it's a YouTube Live exclusive, guys. There you go. We're gonna try anyways to get it in the foam color. At this point, I feel like if we didn't, the roots were already getting brown and having challenges. So I think getting into the foam color is the best bet. And if it dies, it dies. It's okay. We've got other basil plants, and you guys should see how big the basil leaves get in an aeroponic system. Oh man, I cannot wait. If you guys continue to kind of follow along on the journey, you're gonna see. I will, again, as I said, commit to doing a live every day at the same time, you guys. I really just want to share everything with you and just learn from each other. So there we go. I cannot wait to show you guys once it actually grows. The leaves get massive. All right, that's what basil. I've got another basil, but it's too small to transfer. If I transfer it now, I will probably kill it. Les says, do you trim the top of your basil off? No, I don't. Is that thing that is supposed to be done? Is it effective? Have any of you guys tried it? Let me know. All right, so yeah, this is, I don't know if it was overwatered, but the roots are kind of a dark-ish color. So this is the time that if you don't get it into the tower or the system, then you're probably going to have a problem. It'll probably just shrivel up and die because the roots do not look healthy. There are 2 new baby roots growing. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll zoom you in. There's a little one right there, and then one on the other side. It's hard to see because I don't want to drop the seedling, but we're gonna get that in the tower. Oh, thank you so much, the Outpost Homestead. I'm a homesteader from Uganda living off-grid. I'm looking for hobbies. You just gave me one. Oh, I'm so grateful that I can do for you and inspire you. That is very cool. I definitely want to get into homesteading. I am sick and tired of relying on these large kitchens, you know? So I kind of want to be able to be sustainable, take care of myself, and not have to worry about the grocery store. All right. If you guys were here yesterday, I was saying that I'm actually going to start procuring medicinal plants. I want to dedicate a tower completely to medicinal plants. Yes, I know canned medicinal plant, but I mean things like lavender, St. John's wort, echinacea, and you know, maybe I can get into some herbal stuff and learn how to concoct some stuff. Also, don't have to rely on the healthcare system because we all know that's broken too. So yes, I am just trying to do the best I can to be able to take care of myself, grow my own food, know what goes into my body, be super familiar with what I consume, and that's it, man. Just try to, you know, not give money to the grocery store or to big pharma, if you know what I'm saying. I am a firm believer in like if you're sick, just rest, drink water, and you'll get better soon. But things like lemongrass, you can make lemongrass tea, and it's supposed to be super helpful, or echinacea when you're sick. It does wonders. I've used it, and so to be able to grow and make my own would be so awesome. It's not just about food. Right now it is, but in the future, I've got big plans, and I want you guys to see the evolution of all of that, which is why I'm sharing every step of the process. Do I do microgreens? Oh man, I have tried so many times. I don't know what it is. I suck at microgreens. Good at growing other plants, bad at microgreens. What happens is, so here's my process when I grow microgreens. I let them soak for 24 hours in a jar. Then I put them on a sprouting tray. I spread them out, and I cover them in the dark, leave them in the dark for like 3-4 days. I spray them to keep them moist all the time. And then when it's time to bring them into the light, they either dry out because, okay, so if I leave the lid closed, they get molded, and I overwater and they get molded and I have to throw it out. And if I leave the lid open to give them some oxygen so that they don't get mold, then they dry out. So I've tried not using a grow light, moving my grow light higher. I've tried moving the sprouting tray. I've tried opening it less. So I have so many problems growing microgreens. I know it's not that complicated. I'm trying to grow it without soil. I know a lot of people use coco coir, or I don't know what it's called. There's a grow medium that a lot of people commonly use for microgreens, but I don't use anything. I put all the seeds on the tray, and then obviously this goes underneath, and then the roots grow through the little holes. But yeah, if you guys got tips for microgreens, let me know, because For those of you that don't know, microgreens are so good for you. They're so healthy. They're so such a high concentration of nutrients in one little sprout. All right, we've got some cilantro here. We're gonna check it out to see if it's ready to be transplanted. I'm just gonna, I can flip you guys around and show you. But yeah, honestly, as much as I love having an outdoor garden, I really do love the ability, even when it's nasty outside, to be able to still be in a garden. Uh-oh, I broke it. Ay, ay, ay. All right, see, just like the food system is broken and the health system is broken, so are my roots. But that's okay. We're gonna try, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it in the sponge. Where did I take it from? I'm gonna put it back in the sponge and just see if it grows more roots. Sometimes I do my thinking while I'm on the live, so you can kind of hear my thought process. Sometimes I short circuit. All right. Okay. That's everything that's germinated. I've got one more tray to check, and then we're gonna fill up the grow tower. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna, I gotta harvest some of that salad, some of that lettuce. The nice thing about it is you don't need to harvest a whole bunch. Just take what you need for your meal, because then it stays super fresh. If you guys ever had like freshly harvested lettuce, or even like vine ripened tomatoes, things that just super fresh, it's awesome. All right, I am gonna check this. I've got another tray to check here. So these are my salad items. I also have strawberries I'm trying to germinate in here. I'm going to show you guys. So none of them, I'll take you to the light so we can see better. But I don't think any of the strawberries have sprouted yet. Oh, actually, I think one sprouted. Hang on, I've got to focus the camera, guys. Okay, if you can see real closely, I think it may have sprouted. So I really need to make sure I don't F this up, because I've only got one strawberry plant. And again, I don't know how pollinating works with strawberries, but you might need more than one plant in order to get fruit. I don't know how it works. If you guys know if strawberries are self-pollinating or if they need to be hand-pollinated, let me know. Just checking to see if any of the other strawberries have sprouted. Nothing else. All right, we've got some lettuce, some romaine lettuce. So I'm gonna check that, see if it's ready to be transplanted. But I'm really starting to run out of room on this tower, you guys. Okay. These roots are so small. I don't think I'm going to be able to transfer this, but I'm going to try to pull it out and see. But it is quite small. I don't know why this one has like no. Maybe it's the sponge that's an issue. I'm gonna try doing lettuce in the black sponges. There is our little romaine lettuce seedling. It is super small, but we're gonna try it out anyways. I mean, it's not like I have a shortage of lettuce right now, so it's all about learning. As I was saying last week, my goal is to I just dropped my seedling. My goal is to really push it to the limit. I want to be able to See how quickly I can get something to germinate, and then in the tower right away, so that it expedites the growth process. As soon as you put it in the tower with the nutrients and everything, it really takes off. It's truly a tiny baby. Oh, did you guys just see that? Oh my god, it didn't even stay. Okay, I'm putting that back in the sponge. It literally just flew out when I tried to show you guys. Ay, ay, ay. All right, we're gonna let that grow a little more. I'm just gonna check the other ones. Yeah, this is even a babyer baby. So we're gonna let that. I know, you guys, some days I have real days where I kill it in the grow tent and everything is just seamless. And then other days I can't do things right. I drop things, I break things, I'm just a mess. Like last week, I dropped so much stuff, I broke so many plants, broke so many roots. Just a freaking disaster, you guys, but it's okay. All right, trying to pull this root out slowly so I can get it in the foam collar. All right, I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you. It's kind of stuck in the... All right. I'm gonna show you guys here. It's pretty intertwined. I'm gonna try to rip out. Sometimes I just rip out the sponge with it just to make my life easier, as well as the seedling's life easier. And I'm not squeezing the seedling really with the tweezers. I'm just trying to gently grab it. Seedlings are so fragile, you know? All right. I don't know if that's going to be long enough, but we are going to find out. Again, it's all about sometimes taking risks, right? High risk, high reward. So that's what I'm trying to see, is if I can yield a reward from transplanting things prematurely. So you guys will be my witnesses if it works out. All right, I'm gonna get that in tower. I think some seeds are just duds. Hard to tell what the issue is. I tried to germinate some seeds, and after 5 rounds, I got 1. Wow, congratulations. That is an accomplishment, because I know that feeling. It can be super tough. I've been trying, I said it on several lives, I've been trying to get these sugar snap pea seeds to germinate. They're like 40 something years old, and I've tried soaking them for several days in water, in vinegar, 1 day, 3 days, and no matter what I do, they just keep molding. But there's gotta be a way to make them sprout. I'm actually gonna show you guys the box. It's quite old. Do seeds even come in boxes anymore? Now they just come in an envelope, but maybe beans or peas, because they're larger seeds. We all have days like that. You are doing fine. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Yes, it's true. We all have days like that. I seem to have more of them than not. It's okay. My plants don't judge me, so it's all good. All right, I'm going to show you guys the sugar snap peas I've been trying to germinate. I would love to have some peas or some beans in here. That is the one thing I think I'm missing. I've got so much of everything else. I also have cantaloupe seeds and honeydew seeds, but before I get crazy and start germinating those, I kind of want to wait and see how the watermelon does. It's growing like crazy. For those of you that just joined, I've got 5 of them, or 4 of them, but this is the oldest one. and she is doing so well. Apparently these vine on the floor like crazy, so probably gonna get them into a 4-vessel bucket once I have the space. They're gonna be super easy to transfer because the foam collar makes it so easy. It just pops open, but look at those roots. It is doing quite well. And here's the moment where I break it. Just kidding. There it is. Nice watermelon root system. Fresh sugar snap peas are delicious. My favorites. I know they're the best snack, but I think it's hard to find organic ones. I mean, the seeds that I have are not organic, and I don't think they're non-GMO. But you know what? If they were from 40 years ago, then I bet you they are probably non-GMO. Because now all the crap that they do to your food, it's like, it honestly feels like we're being poisoned. I've got a fun fact for you guys. I don't know, it depends where in the world you are, because ingredient labels are different everywhere you go. But if you like nerds, one of the ingredients is, it's called cochineal something, and it's actually a beetle that they use to color as a colorant. It uses a red color, and they put that in your food, guys. So always check your ingredient label if you are buying processed stuff. You might want to know what you're eating, because I don't want to be eating beetles. All right, I'm gonna just show you guys these seeds. It's actually ripped, so they're all in the bottom of my container here. But I'm gonna show you the seed container so you can see how old these are. Edible potted peas, sugar snap. They're super old, and at the time they were $1. I mean, I don't know how much they would be now, but they are supposed to germinate within 5 to 10 days, and yeah, 70 to 75 days till you get the actual peas. But for some reason I can't germinate them. So if you guys have any tips for really old seeds, I know there's a way to do it. Like, the energy is harnessed in there somewhere, and you just gotta get it out somehow. So I don't know, you can soak them in different stuff. I don't know what, other than vinegar and water, which I've already tried. So if you guys have any tips, let me know, because I am really wanting to have some in the grow tent. Also, they are very nice looking, kind of similar to a cucumber. They vine, and this just looks so good. I'll show you the cucumber. It's really starting to flower. Yesterday we pollinated it on the live, and you can see here it's really starting to take off. No male flowers yet. No female flowers. The female flowers have a actual cucumber growing out the base. So I'm just trying to see if any of these flowers that are coming are growing a little cucumber out the base, but I don't see it yet. So they can get big. Oh yeah, I know, they get huge. All of Mackenzie's seeds are non-GMO. Cool. Try different temps, cold versus hot. Oh, interesting. Water with a bit of peroxide. The embryo and the little seed with the extra oxygen molecule. Cool. All right, I'll try. I know the tendrils are so cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna try the H2O2. A couple of you are saying that. Yeah, H2O2. All right, guys, we're gonna try it. We should do it on the live, actually. Okay, you know what? Let me go get a jar, and we'll do it right now, because no time like now to start. Just hang tight for 1 second. I'm gonna go jar, and we're gonna mix up some water and H2O2 and soak these seeds. Hang tight. Okay, I didn't have to go too far. Sometimes I keep a spare jar just outside the grow tent. Yes, it's a tomato sauce jar, but it is cool. I just save all my jars because I want to get into canning eventually. I'm growing some straight 8 cucumbers, so they are that you can pickle. So I definitely want to get into pickling, canning, all that fun stuff. But first, we got to get some yield out of our grow. So I'll just, the book's ripped, and in my seed container, yes, I am messy to organize these seeds, but they're all there. So I'm just gonna take, how many seeds should I try, you guys? Should I just try a whole bunch? Or is too many in the jar not a good idea? They are old. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I'll do, how many should I do, you guys? 5 or 6 at least. All right, I got 14 in my hand. Let's just throw in 14. There's our jar, and we're just gonna dump them in there. And I've got, okay guys, I've got 29 hydrogen peroxide or 3% hydrogen peroxide. Which one? And how much? I'm gonna fill this. This jar is 770 milliliters. I'm gonna fill it with distilled water. And how much H2O should I add? Is that Bessie seeds? Yes, it is. These are the zinnia flowers for my cut flower garden. I ordered my dahlia tubers and a couple of different seed varieties. I also got some organic parsley from them, which is what's currently germinating. So I'll let you know, but so far the zinnia seeds, they are pretty good. The great germination rate. Hit that like button. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm gonna add the water. And I'm not quite sure how much hydrogen peroxide, but I guess I'll use the 3%. I have 3% or 29%, so you guys let me know what you think I should use. We're just gonna fill that up with some water. All right. And got my 3% hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, I'm not going to use 29%. I'm going to use the 3%. So this is, I diluted it. So I used 29%, diluted it, 9 parts water, 1 part hydrogen peroxide, 29%. And oh my gosh, Les, I did the same thing, and I really, oh, you think I should soak it in the 3% solution? I don't think I have enough of that made, but actually I might. You guys let me know if I should do just water and some 3% in, or should I soak them straight up in a jar of 3% hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, I did the same thing, and I got 29% on my skin, and I freaked out. That's why the other day when I had a jar of 29%, I'm like, you know what? Let me move this so I take it for my glass of water. Water with 3%. All right, so I'm just gonna do a couple of tablespoons. I think we'll try that out. Maybe I can do some A and B testing. I should do another jar just in straight up hydrogen peroxide. All right, guys, I might make a mess. Hopefully I don't. I'll just do maybe 2 tablespoons. No, we'll try 2. I don't know if that's too much, but I know those are not for liquid really, but okay, so I'm gonna do that for now. I don't like give it a good shake or a mix. And we'll see. And then if that doesn't work, so also I wonder if this has anything to do with it, but the last time I soaked the seeds in water with vinegar for about 24 hours, I tried, and then I didn't dry the seeds. I actually, they were kind of like damp, and I put them in, I tried to germinate them using the paper towel method, and I even sprinkled cinnamon to kind of prevent the mold growth, but for whatever reason, they molded so fast, so maybe I have to dry them first. I don't know, and I don't know how long I should soak them for. Maybe on tomorrow's live, we will take them out and put them in the paper towel to germinate together on the live, and then maybe we'll see them sprout, or maybe they will just mold. I'm not completely sure, but we will find out. What else do I have to do? I have to start some seeds. So if you guys are still down to hang, I've got a little bit more time. I'm just going to get myself set up to start some seeds, and I'm just going to leave this. I think this should be covered and in darkness, so I'm actually going to take it out of the tent. I always thought using peroxide was more for sanitizing the seeds. Interesting. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Oh, right, we have to fill the grow tower, so I'm actually going to use this water to do that. There's always so much to do in the tent. I can't keep up. My brain just is like, squirrel! All right. So I do add hydrogen peroxide in small amounts. So that's the first thing I add. I let that run for like 20 minutes. Then I add in my nutrients. We're going to prep everything now and then add it in as needed. So I do add in a tablespoon of 3% H2O2 for every 4 liters. So I'm going to be adding in 16 liters of water, actually just less liters, so I'll just do 3 tablespoons. That might seem like a lot, but it's really not. There's already water circulating in the system, and my plants seem to like it. My plants are looking good. I haven't had any issues. They taste great. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know, it works for me, right? Like we talked about yesterday, there's really no right or wrong. It's really just whatever works for you. So we're gonna get this in the grow tent, and then while that circulates, we can prep the rest of our stuff like the calcium and the grow. So we're gonna fill the tower up. I just fill it through one of the plant ports. I used to get up on a ladder and fill the tub, but it's not necessary. You can just do it through a plant port. Now we can prep, oh shoot. Now we can prep our nutrients. I do this all the time, you guys. I just spill the hydroclay all the time. Alright, we'll get that cleaned up later. It's just a mess today, you guys. Alright. So now I'm gonna get my grow. I might increase it since my plants are a little more mature. Peroxide is basically water with an extra oxygen molecule, which is beneficial for plants. Yes, that is why I'm going to be using it consistently during my grows, as well as before and after, just to keep things clean. It serves so many purposes. I definitely use it to sanitize my tools and the grow tent itself. All right, the grow. So we are going to do 1.5 milliliters per liter. So 1.5 times 16. Alexa, what's 1.5 times 16?
1.5 times 16 is 24.
24. We did this yesterday. I asked her I asked her the same question and got the same answer. Don't want to make any mistakes, so I'd rather ask, I'm sure, Normally I just use a calculator on my phone, but since we're on live, don't want to do that. All right. So when you're shaking your fertilizer, make sure it's closed properly, otherwise you're just going to make a mess. You have to shake it super vigorously, make sure you get everything incorporated, and then we're going to add that in. So we're going to add in 24 mils. I just mix it in a jug, and then after this we're going to mix up our calcium as well. I usually fill the tower out once a week, depending on the growth stage of the plant. When they're seedlings, I definitely fill it up maybe once every couple weeks, so it's nice because it is more of a low maintenance system. All right, so that is our grow solution. It's so funny, I did a video about my fertilizer and someone was like, "That's disgusting, look at her bottles." They commented that if my bottles look like that, imagine what my car must look like. Like, you know what? They need to get like some kind of pump or something for these bottles, because it's really hard to keep them really clean. If you know, you know. I wonder if they do make pumps that you can attach to the bottle. I know it has to be shaken properly, but that'd be interesting. Also, do any of you guys that grow, have you guys ever heard of dosers? And have you ever used one? I'm interested to learn more about them. I have to calculate every time I measure, even though it's the same. Oh my gosh, me too. I think it's a con thing. I second guess myself, and then the times where I'm confident and I just go for it, I realize shortly after that I screwed up. Yes, I try to be as meticulous as possible. You have to be. But I definitely have a long ways to go, guys. By no means do I know what I'm doing. It's just I'm learning and I'm gaining experience, and I'm just doing what works. That's why I'm so open to suggestions. This is kind of a space where we can just chat all things plants and gardening, and just have fun with it. I also always tell people that if there's something that you want to see me go, this is kind of something I want to be able to do together with you guys. So drop it in the comments if there's something you want to see me grow. I will procure the seeds, and for you guys, I'll set up my second bucket system. So we can have the second bucket system dedicated to YouTube Live, and it's whatever you guys want me to grow, I'll do it. And we get to share that journey together. The grow stores should have them usually are free. Oh, I didn't know that. Yes. All right, so we are going to prepare our calcium now. So I learned recently, and I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but for those of you that are new here, I recently learned that calcium actually precedes other nutrients. So if you are adding calcium into your aero or hydroponic application, make sure you add it in prior to your nutrients. When I first started, I just mixed everything in a jug and just went right for it. And apparently that can actually affect your plant's ability to uptake nutrients. So if you don't do it in the right sequence, it can screw things up for your plants, and we don't want to do that. So I did some research on it, and it has to do with something like with the minerals and the way they react. So I don't know. I'll do more research on it, and I'll fill you guys in. I'm a graduate of YouTube University. Nice. I'm a graduate of the School of Hard Knocks. Just kidding. All right. The Cali Magic General Hydroponics. Whoa. I'm adding in 1 milliliter per liter. So, geez, Natalie. 16 milliliter or 16 liters. So I'll just do 15 mils. This is 15. All right, I'll do 1 tablespoon. Hopefully I don't make a mess, so I don't embarrass myself. All right. I do have eyedroppers and stuff. They're just currently need to be washed, so I'm just using these spoons for now, but it's fine. It's fine, you guys. Plants are pretty forgiving that if you do mess up a little bit, it's okay. All right, what kind of plants are you growing there? See you later, George. Thanks for watching. I have tomatoes, cucumber, baby lettuce growing, and I've got a big green grow tower behind me, which is what we are preparing nutrients for right now. And we've got some lettuce growing in there, and soon we'll have this filled with strawberry plants. I'm hopeful. And I've got some pepper plants back here in the bucket systems, as well as my flower plants for the summer, which will be planted outdoors, but I'm starting them in my aeroponic system just to test it out and see if it works, because we're all about experimenting here. So I'm just gonna mix up that calcium, and we have about maybe 5 more minutes before I have to add it in, and then we gotta wait it out and then add this in maybe another 20 minutes later. So I'm just gonna set that down, take you guys with me, and I'll show you guys some of the plants that I got growing on here that are hiding. I already showed you guys the parsley and the kale. I've got these guys. I should have planted more seeds in bunch, or added more seedlings to the net pot, because usually chives are supposed to grow abundantly on the base, but they are producing slowly. I don't know if you guys can see, but there are new little leaves unfurling, and then the roots, they look okay. They do have some debris from when they were in hydroclay, but I did get it moved to the foam collar, and it's looking a lot better, you guys. What else do I got? My dill is really coming along. It's getting pretty big. I hope to be able to propagate it once it's large enough, and then just buy it. I love dill. It doesn't smell yet, but the great part about this is I can just pick it off the tower and eat it. I don't have to wash my stuff. Where I am in the city, the water is so, guys, you turn on the tap and it just smells like straight up bleach. So I definitely love that I don't have to wash my groceries, my stuff from the tower, but I do have to wash my groceries. That sucks. Especially when I wash my lettuce, I always feel like, what's worse, the pesticides on the lettuce or the poison in the water that I'm washing it with? I know that sounds ridiculous and paranoid, but yeah, I am paranoid, because it's rightfully so, man. We are all being poisoned slowly. Trust me. All right, I haven't even taken a look behind the tower just to see what's new there. Sometimes the things behind the tower get a little lost. So we've got also some larger romaine wing at the back here. I've got another little kale, and just some different growth stages. But look at how that lettuce is growing. That is weird. I wonder why. Maybe it's too close to the light. But yeah, these are just looking so good. We're gonna harvest them when we're on a live. Maybe I'll have a meal from my grow tower when I'm on a live, and you guys can hang out with me and watch me eat my homegrown food. How does that sound? Little grow tent mukbang. I'm just kidding. Are you going to use the dill for pickling? Yes. So I want to also be able to grow things like garlic, so that I can use all of that stuff for pickling. Yes, she's bolting. That's what I thought. I've had so many of them bolt before, but maybe I'll let that one bolt. And I think it could be because it's too hot in here. It is, right now it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit, and lettuce doesn't do well when it's too warm. It tends to bolt, so you got to be super careful. Same with things like parsley and cilantro. If it's too hot or too humid, it will bolt, or if it's shocked. So if it's too hot and then too cold and then too hot and too cold, it will bolt. But if you want to get seeds, you can let it bolt. The lettuce will eventually start to flower. The flowers will become, they kind of look like dandelion. It's like, kind of happens to dandelions. The yellow dandelion closes up, and then you've got that white, I don't know, some people call them wishes, that dandelion that you can blow all the seeds off that are attached to that fluffy thing. So yeah, romaine does the same thing, and different varieties of lettuce do the same. So if you want to, if you want to collect seeds, then you can definitely let it bolt, but I should probably harvest that and get it out of the tower, because then it makes space for more stuff to grow, which is super exciting. So I was going to start a couple of new seeds, but I might do that later, and I might just see how the ones that we transferred into the tower do. I'm just kind of trying to kill some time before I have to fill the tower again with the calcium. I will show you guys, we're gonna just take a look at, transferred this romaine with you guys on a live, I don't know, a few weeks ago. So we're just gonna check out the roots. They're looking good. But yeah, hopefully these guys won't bolt. I don't know, we'll see. It's because of the temperature, or if there's another reason, but we will find out. I'm definitely going to be eating that soon anyways. I think they've reached their full size. So for those of you that just got here, I was showing you, I got one of these. So when I'm working in the grow tent, I can either just sit down so I don't break my back, or this kind of flips over. You guys have probably seen them for gardening, a kneeler. So I'll probably be using this when I fill the grow tower, because I always fill it through this plant port. And so I'm probably just gonna put that right there so that when I do, I can do it easily. All right, finding keepers, I will. The challenge is because I'm growing so many different things in one space, different things thrive at different temperatures, right? If it's not hot enough, peppers are challenging, or the flowers, for example. Then if it's too hot, then the things like the lettuce or the herbs bolt. So maybe I got to figure out a way to kind of segregate sections of the tent and try to keep things in certain areas of the tent at a different temperature. I don't know if that's even possible. Oh, it is to a certain degree, but see what I did there? To a certain degree. So yeah, this side says 77 degrees, and that side says 75 degrees. So we've got a variation of like 2 degrees. I just think that's because on this side, maybe I've got, actually I don't know, because there's more plants here than there. So if anything, I would think it should be warmer on this tent, but I don't know. Anyways, you guys, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm learning. I have a gutter garden in my yard. It's getting to be in the 80s already. Lettuce is about to come out. What would you recommend going in a shallow gutter garden? Oh, I have no idea. I'm so new to outdoor gardening. That is a great question, but for those of you guys in the chat, oh, you're probably directing that to Finding Keepers, not to me. Finding Keepers, take it away. I'm sure that's your specialty, environmental questions. So yeah, I have a lot of them, and maybe we'll be learning a lot of that to these lives, because that is the one thing I have challenges with in this tent, is the environment. You know, I also have lemon seedlings in here, and I want it to be huge enough so that they can also thrive. What's up, Jason? Good to see you. Thank you for hanging out and tuning in. What is a gutter garden? That is a great question. Zero to Hero, what gutter garden? Is it just like well, kind of like in a gutter, like a, I don't know, a hole in the ground? I don't know. Or, oh, maybe your gutters drain and you have a garden there to have water recirculate. I don't put dirt in a gutter and put lettuce in them. It's so cool. Oh wow, that does sound cool. I should check that out. Do you have that on your YouTube? We should check that out because I'd be interested to see what a gutter garden is. All right, we're gonna go put our calcium in, and then we will put our other nutrients. Lettuce is a cool weather crop. Yes, it is, and so is kale and broccoli. All right. Yeah, I wonder what people do also in a greenhouse, like grow lettuce in a greenhouse, because I know it does get pretty humid and hot in there. I'm looking for a replacement for summer. I don't know, you can try growing watermelon. If it's super vining and on the floor, just throw some seeds in and see what happens. But yes, that's it. I'm just gonna wait another 10 minutes and let that circulate, let the calcium circulate, and then get our grow solution in the tower. And once that's done, I'm pretty much done for the day. I was gonna start some new seeds, but I said we're just gonna see how those ones do in the tower. I am running out of space, so I might have to set up my bucket system, my second bucket system. But yeah, I will keep you guys posted if I do put on the live together. But yeah, I'll show you guys quick. I have a few steps ahead of me before I can use this. So some of the lines aren't connected fully because I had to clean them still, and I did set everything back up. So I've got to do that. I soaked everything in like bleach water and cleaned it, and it still has like this hard water residue on it, so gotta go back and clean these net pots. Same with the lids, I clean them, but again, they've got this hard water. That's how bad my water is, guys. I've got to use a distiller. I don't even know if RO, I'd probably go through the filters so fast, but look at that. Like, that is all hard water from my sink from one of these, even though I soak them in bleach. So I'm gonna get these cleaned up, and then I also took the mister nozzles or the misting tips off. I'm gonna have to clean the nozzles and then screw them back on and then test the system. And then even though everything has been cleaned, even the column that connects it all together at the bottom, I have washed it, soaked it with bleach water. I do actually run the system with hydrogen peroxide and water before I do anything else. And then I just run water, flush it, and then we're ready to go. So it is a bit of a process, but honestly, I'd rather do a little extra work just to make sure the plants are happy, because it's all about the plants. It does need water more frequently. The garden or the watermelon? You're managing everything great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, vinegar works well, but for some reason it's just not doing with this, but I'll try it again. Maybe I'll soak it. But yeah, I don't know why I get so much hard water after I wash my stuff. Even on the tower pots, it's the same thing. But yeah, I can give you guys a quick look at the tomatoes. I pruned them yesterday, so now they're getting better air circulation. I pruned whatever didn't serve me. Finding keepers advice. Thank you so much. And decided to give them a good pruning, and maybe in a couple days we'll do some more. But I'm really amazed at how many flower clusters I've got. I know I show you guys this every day, but when I bought these tomatoes from the grocery store, they had like 10 tomatoes per vine, per cluster. And so these ones that I'm growing look like they're going to be exactly the same because I harvested the seeds from the ones at the grocery store. you need to use some HydroGuard. I have never heard of that. Try something like an Ola. It's a container such as clay you put in the soil and water. Huh, interesting. All right, so yeah, that's about it. I pollinated my cucumbers today, pollinated the tomatoes, and now we just got to put in our grow solution into the tower, and there's nothing else that needs to be done. So that being said, I am gonna sign off, you guys. I've got some other stuff that needs to get done today, but I will be back tomorrow at the same time. We are going to check in on the sugar snap peas. I'm gonna leave them in a dark spot. Woo, almost dropped my tripod. We're gonna leave them in a dark spot overnight, and then on tomorrow's live, we will try a few different methods of germinating them, and then we'll start some new seeds and see if there's anything else that's ready to go in the grow tower. I actually will do a harvest on tomorrow's live. We're gonna harvest a bunch of lettuce and probably eat it. So come hang out with me tomorrow, same time as today, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. Thank you for all the input and the feedback. I appreciate it. We're all learning together, and hope you guys have a great day. And for those of you that grow, happy growing, and we will see you tomorrow. Have an awesome day, guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much.